Okay, so first, if I'm having, this is like my daily plate. Like this is what I have for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner every meal. There's 2 of them, which is awesome. It's also awesome if you have like somebody over, because then there's 2 of them.
This is my favorite plate because it's also like a recurring theme. It's a bigger plate, and it's from Veselka, which is my favorite diner of all time in New York. And it's Ukrainian food, it's so good.
So it's this one, and it says Gourmet Batterie de Cuisine on it, and it's quite nice because it's kind of like heavy duty, but I like it because it's matte, it's not shiny, and it's got a like a grain to it, and yeah, it's a bit small, but I like it how it is.
So I like to imagine that I'm there when I eat off this, even though they wouldn't have any of the things that I make myself.
And it also has a bit of a writing on top of it, which is quite nice.
And then this is the big one, if I want a big meal. Like if I want like a bowl on my plate, or if I want like a spread. This is the one I go for, and it's like pink little petals.
I like plates in general because I like cleaning them. They're nice and easy, except when there's egg.
I really don't like this one. I don't know why. I think it's the pattern that upsets me. I also eat a lot of like brown toned food, so I feel like it's a bit much with the like orange coloring.
I have multiple.
Ew, look at that. So we've got 2 types here.
They want, oh, here they are. These are my nightmare. I hate these more than anything. They would like ruin my day to look at. They're like a horrible texture and color, and everything about them is bad.
So we've got this small circular type-esque plate, and I don't mind these as much as I do these. It's like very shiny. They're like rectangular, which I don't like. And you have to put your food in different categories. They never really fit every category. It feels always just so depressing, and then it's this horrible pink, like the color of like paste. Yeah.
This one I'm not like strong hate, I just don't go for it. It's like a last resort plate, but I will eat off of it. While the others I would refuse to. I would do dishes before eating on them. The scratch mark on the horse plate, fan. Scratch mark on this, it's a different story. I can't explain, it just makes me mad. This one, I also hate a lot. Yeah, it's just very bowl and like sloped, and I don't see realistically me ever eating off of this. It just feels impractical, and I wouldn't do it. I would refuse.
Well, before I moved to Canada, I didn't know people ate in bowls that often, but it's really nice to put rice. Like soup, we would have in bowls, cereal in bowls, but ever since I've lived here, I've been eating in bowls a lot more.
I really just like the shape because it's the biggest bowl we have, and I like my dishes to be oversized.
I like this one. It's not a sort of bowl that you see and you fall in love with, but it's just, the thing I like with ceramics in general is like they always look clean, and I know because I've washed a bunch of moldy cups, but they just like, the glaze helps. The pattern is, interesting, but it's the shape that I like. You can fit a lot in there, and it looks like, you can really fill it up, and you can have your sauce on top of your rice, and it's just a nice shape.
My favorite thing to eat in this bowl is probably, well, recently yogurt, because I've been on a real kick, and I have my whole bowl set up, so I like this, because also like the teal looks really good on the inside with my blueberries, so yeah.
Da, 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 da. This is my favorite bowl of all time. I love the little flowers at the bottom. It's like a surprise. I like eat my food. I'm like, oh, little flowers. And it's just like a nice green. It is a bit small, I will admit. It is small and a bit impractical, and sometimes my food like overflows in a way that's annoying, but I live through it because I like it a lot, so it's worth it in my eyes.
My least favorite bowl is probably this one because it's so tiny and nothing really fits in there. And yeah, I just feel like I can only eat like the portion of a small child when I'm eating from this one, so it's just really not pleasant.
It just looks ugly. And it's like, it shouldn't be in a kitchen, but in the woods, you know what I mean? It's like, this one, first of all, color, looks like crap. Looks like we're not in the 80s anymore. We don't have to have everything look so morose. Do you have soup in it? Probably not, because your soup is it's not gonna spoon properly. But also you can't actually put enough in it. It's not nice, and it's not round enough, I find. Every time I use it, I feel like I could leave it dirty because it doesn't seem to deserve cleanliness.
This one, I just dislike the ridges. It's not for me. And this one's just so pretty, I would always want to use this one over that. Feels like I'm like cheating on it. And then this one, I like it in theory, but not in practice. I think it's this little rusty bit. I've never gotten over it, and I've never been able to eat from it. This is so stressful. This one definitely gets out. This one gets it. And then honorable mention, but the shape is odd, so it disturbs me once in a while. I would say this is my number one. Actually, I think this is the right order. 1, 2, 3. This one I got this summer in Iceland, and it just really speaks to me. It's like a mug. It's like the perfect like coffee table mug. It's a nice shape, a nice graphic.
So this is my favorite. It has this really lovely lady holding up the Burj Khalifa. And I feel powerful when I drink from it because it's kind of like, I don't know, it just makes me, it's like very, I think it's like, it makes me feel like a feminist because she's like holding up this really tall building, and I just think like, wow. So it's a good way to start the morning. And I also really like this one. I'm not a particularly big fan of Dashan's, but I do like him because he's like looking into my eyes. Oh, I actually have a third favorite.
And then this one is also just like, it's even thicker. It's like even more mug. It's like very solid. And I like that when you drink, you get the little peek at, I'm a softie. Like you get a little surprise. You're like, ah.
And my third favorite is actually another one that I brought into the house. Well, oh.
Is it missing?
Yeah, it's missing.
Which one is it? The queen?
It's the polar bear.
And then this one, I also love. It's just so fun, and I love bunnies. They're my favorite animal, I would say, and I have a lot of bunny-themed objects, and I like the flat handle. I think it switches it up, so yeah, top 3.
Nice. I hate that one.
This is my least favorite. Maybe it's in her room. Yeah, let's go look. Aha.
Wow.
Found it.
You found it.
Okay, are we ready to be in the dark again?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh no. Oh, let's get a good look at that. What is that?
Wait,
Why is it
what's that?
green? Okay, so this was my third favorite mug. I think that I might be a little bit nervous to drink from it now. Given the inside, I've never seen so much. It looks like the cup was initially molded, and the coffee was added on top. But this is my third favorite mug because I like the way that he's looking like really shy, the polar bear looking down.
Can I go?
Yeah.
So this is the one section where I've actually got two favorites. This is my number one favorite. It says "Squeeze Me," and inside it says "I'm a softie" with a heart. I like it because it's, you know, it's got a hole to it. It's got weight. It's just very good at what it's supposed to do, which is hold coffee. It has a bit of texture to it. There we go. This one is also my favorite, or my second favorite. It says Café d'Amour, 62 rue Comartin, Paris. But I don't like it for that. I like it because it's bigger. I never finish my coffees, that's the problem. They all end up moldy. But when I fill this one up, it's for tea, it's for something big, it's for my afternoon coffee. I like this one because it's got a chip. And I kind of like drinking on the chip, as you can see. It's actually got coffee from this afternoon. I like drinking on the chip because it feels textured. It's an experience. It feels right. So those are my favorites.
My least favorite has to be Café d'Amour. I hate it. It's chipped, it's ugly, it's a horrible shape, it's a horrible color. Yeah. Mugs I'm very passionate about. My other least favorite has to be this one. I just have issues with a lot of parts of it, like the Mickey Mouse, the shape, the handle, the colors, the weird speckle. I hate, yeah, I'm just not a fan. Yeah.
Oh, great.
My least favorite, this one. Its shape, horrific. Yeah, so these are nice. This one is like slim thick, but the wrong way around. You know, it's not even curvaceous, it's a post curve. It's not like it's not the right shape. It's like a vase, but it's not a vase. And this is even angled, which, you know, mugs are supposed to be round, welcoming. You want to hold them in your hands. No one wants to hold it. I mean, you're basically holding your own hand twice. It's quite horrific. And then when you go in to actually look at it, it's, a woman holding the Burj Khalifa, but actually she's also holding it on the other side with this horrible sort of symmetry. And then when you think it just can't get any worse, it's actually written Burj Khalifa Dubai on it in this shiny kind of off-putting lettering. When you're going to drink, you're like, oh, well, at least here I can't see much. Well, actually no, because look what's in there. It says at the top, Burj Khalifa. And imagine that, 8 a.m. and then you have to go to fucking econometrics. It's pretty rough.
Vom mug.
Yeah.
I hate. These two are just like obvious. I don't even need to explain. Use your eyes. This one's just horrible because I think I just don't like the sloped mugs in this way. Similar to this one. I don't know what it is about it. It's upsetting to me. This one I use solely to whip my eggs when I'm making scrambled eggs. It's my designated egg cup. I feel like that's like a task I wouldn't put onto any other mug. I'll put them back. So many mugs.